Once upon a time, Marcus and Sarge were two soldiers stationed at an army camp in the Shadow Realm. They were part of the special unit known as the Legion, a group of elite soldiers trained to fight in the darkest corners of the land. One day, Marcus and Sarge received a message from their one officer. A powerful sorceress named Lilith had been wreaking havoc on the kingdom, and it was up to them to stop her. Both of them immediately sprang into action, packing their bags and gathering their weapons. They set off on their journey, traveling through dense forests and across rugged mountains. The dense, misty forest was a place of mystery and danger, with ancient trees soaring towards the sky, and a thick layer of mist that seemed to cling to the ground. The air was filled with the sound of rustling leaves and the faint cries of mysterious creatures that lurked in the shadows. The forest was home to all sorts of dangers, from wild animals such as wolves and bears, to magical creatures such as unicorns and dragons. The trees themselves seemed to have a life of their own, with branches that seemed to move on their own and roots that seemed to twist and turn like living things. As Marcus and Sarge made their way through the dense, misty forest, they knew that they would have to be on their guard at all times. They kept their weapons at the ready, their senses sharp, as they navigated through the twisting paths and avoided the dangers that lurked in the shadows. After passing Misty Forest, they came to Mountain Range. The treacherous mountain range was a place of great danger, with towering peaks that seemed to stretch up into the clouds and narrow, winding trails that seemed to lead to nowhere. The air was thin and cold, and the winds were fierce, howling through the valleys and gorges like the cries of some ancient beast. As Marcus and Sarge made their way up the mountain, they encountered all sorts of obstacles. The weather was extreme, with blizzards that seemed to come out of nowhere and thunderstorms that shook the very foundations of the earth. The trails were perilous, with drops that seemed to go on forever and rocky outcrops that seemed to jut out of nowhere. And then there were the beasts. Vicious predators lurked in every shadow, from wolves and bears to dragons and griffins. They had to fight for every step they took, using all of their strength and skill to overcome the challenges that lay before them. Despite the dangers, Marcus and Sarge were not deterred. They were determined to reach their goal, no matter what it took. They pushed on, their spirits undaunted, their senses sharp, as they navigated the treacherous mountain range.